Hi everyone, it's John the Dyslexic Geek here. Today LEGO have confirmed all the LEGO idea sets that are qualified for the review stage. As you can see, we have 54 sets that have qualified this time, which is quite a lot. I think last time it was only 37 sets qualified, so yeah, quite a big jump of sets that achieved 10,000 votes in order to get through to the review stage. So I'll go through all these sets now and show you which sets are under consideration. LEGO will ultimately choose maybe 2 or 3 of these sets to go into production sets, although the results won't be known until sometime later in this year. So this is very exciting, seeing all the sets that are currently under review. Some really good sets here. The first one which I really would like to see is the Beetlejuice set. This looks absolutely awesome. Got a good chance of making it, I think. Obviously being a licensed set could be a bit difficult maybe. If obviously require LEGO to get the license, but it looks awesome. I love all the minifigures. That looks really good. Nice interior nice interior detail, like a doll's house effect, where it opens and closes around the back. So that looks pretty awesome. I really would like this. I love the Beetlejuice film. I've not seen the second one yet, but the first one is a cult classic. Really cool looking set. I do like all the minifigures. Yeah, it looks awesome. So yeah, it's really good. I wouldn't mind that one getting chosen. And we've got the Turing machine. This looks quite cool. There's a lot of mechanical things going on here. This looks quite interesting. This will be fascinating if it gets chosen, but this could be quite expensive to make into a retail set. So I'm not sure how viable that would be, but yeah, that's something quite different. It's quite interesting. The music and jewellery and like modular. Whether this makes it, I don't quite know. It looks fine for the most part. Let's have a look at this more detail. Yeah, I like the look of it. There's quite nice detail inside, but as it's a modular, I don't know if LEGO would actually go for it, unfortunately, but it does look pretty cool. It'll certainly go well in a LEGO city, but I don't think LEGO would go for it, unfortunately. And next we've got the Linguini and Remington brickheads. I don't think these have much chance of making it. I don't think LEGO have ever done brickheads for ideas. It's highly unlikely that one will get selected. The lake house, that looks pretty cool. I do like the look of that one. That looks really beautiful, in fact. Somewhat reminds me of the A-frame cabinet in some ways. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I wouldn't mind that getting selected. We've got the moon, the lunar landscape. That's quite interesting. I like that. And a functional microscope. If I'm honest, that doesn't do much for me, if I'm perfectly honest. But as it's a science-based set, it's something LEGO might go for. But yeah, I'm not sure for me. It's something I'd be particularly interested in. But that could have a good chance of being selected. We've got the Summit Station. That looks awesome. I do like the look of that. That looks quite stunning. With the cable car. Yeah, that's really cool. In fact, I certainly wouldn't mind this one going into production. This looks very beautiful. I love the doll's house effect on this one. So it's a fully enclosed set by the looks of it. Yeah, this looks very good. I do like. I'm sure I've seen this designer submit other designs previously, so I'm sure his name seems familiar. I'm not sure which ones this designer has done before, but it does seem somewhat familiar. Next we have the Bob Ross Studio and Paintings. I think the Bob Ross set has been submitted a few times in the ideas. I think I wouldn't mind this. I'm not familiar with Bob Ross at all, if I'm being perfectly honest, but I do like it as a set. It's quite interesting. I do like it as a piece of art, like a mini art gallery. That's quite interesting. I do like the idea of that. Next we have the Princess Bride from book to blockbuster to brick, another license-based set. It does remind me a little bit of the Disney Villains set, but doesn't do a lot for me, if I'm being perfectly honest. This one, the Gravity Falls Mystery Shack. I do believe this might have qualified in the last review stage, but ultimately didn't get chosen. I'm not familiar with the Gravity Falls, so this has no real meaning to me whatsoever. So okay. The Peter Rabbit. Oh, I love Peter Rabbit as a child. I really would like this. This is very charming. This wouldn't be very expensive to make as an introduction set. Yeah, I used to love Peter Rabbit as a child. I certainly wouldn't object to this one being chosen. Very cool. I wouldn't have thought the IP would be very expensive for LEGO to make. Again, this one does remind me a little bit of the Winnie the Pooh set, that kind of aesthetic to it. That's charming. I think LEGO could really improve this as well. It's a nice bit of a, yeah, it looks a bit minimalist in this form, but yeah, I like it. For me, as a charming set, I really would appreciate this one. We've got the Muppet Theatre. Could be a lot of minifigures in that. It might be expensive to make. I don't know. The Gremlins 40th anniversary. I do believe there's already a Gremlins set coming in the ideas. I think it was part of the 80s campaign that LEGO did in 2024. I believe it's coming alongside the Goonies set. So this has no chance, unfortunately. I'm sure there's a Gizmo coming in as part of that later in 2025 at some point. So yeah, this has pretty much no chance. The Cliffside House, yeah, it doesn't really do much for me, if I'm perfectly honest. The Magic Bookends, that's quite an interesting set, something quite different, quite clever actually. I do like the idea of this. Yeah, this is very clever, in fact. I'm not sure if there's any kind of interior. There's more external features on a book. I quite like the idea. That's quite as ideas. That's very clever. Next, we have the Discworld Unseen University Library. I remember playing the Discworld game many years ago. I've not read the books. I'm not much of a reader, so yeah, interesting choice. I quite like that. That'd be quite a cool set. It looks quite good. We got the Modular Hospital. That's something I've been wanting for in a modular for quite some time. I can see there's some Lego making themselves at some point in the future, so I don't think this one has much chance, unfortunately, but it does look really good. But yeah, I think Lego won't go for this one. I don't think it's been a modular. We've got another Gravity Falls Mystery Shack, and it's a lot more detailed than the previous one. Bit odd that we've got two Mystery Shacks in one review, but obviously it achieved the 10,000 votes, so that's why there's two, I guess. The Motorized Howl's Moving Castle. Yeah, not sure that does much for me. The Italian Villa, that was beautiful. But we've got an Italian Riviera coming in 2025, so I don't think this has much chance of making it. Unfortunately, it's too similar, but yeah, it does look very beautiful. The Modular Library and Park, this one looks a bit bare. Not a lot for me. I prefer the other Bookends one, if I'm being perfectly honest. One that I really would like, that is the Roundhouse Ski Lodge. This is quite stunning. I love the look of this one. Yeah, this will be a nice winter set. Very cool, nice design. Yeah, lots of elements, lots of pieces in this one. By the looks of it, I think it's going to be quite expensive to make into a retail set. I think if Lego were to go for this, it might be scaled back ever so slightly. But yeah, quite cool. We've got the Woodland Wildlife. This is quite a charming set. I do like this. The little fox, the deer, the owl, or the badger, or the various animals on this. This is quite charming. This wouldn't be a very expensive set to go into retail. This could be easily a £30 or £40 retail set. So yeah, I love all the little animals. I think Lego could maybe improve it ever so slightly, but yeah, that's really quite charming. I do like the idea of that one. That's quite beautiful. We've got the Deep Rock Galactic Drill Dozer based on the PC game. I'm not sure that has much chance of making it, I don't think, but yeah, that's interesting. A Train Station Wild West by Al Lucky. This is the guy who's got the train coming out in Series 4. I believe this was in the previous review stage as well, so whether this will get a second chance of being chosen, highly unlikely, I would say. Unfortunately, I do like the look of it. It looks quite stunning. I love my Wild West sets. It'll go obviously really well with the train. But as the designer's got a set in the Bricklink program, I think it's probably unlikely this will get chosen. But still a set I very much would like myself personally. The Geometry Dash Cube. It does look like a little bit of a play on the Mario question mark cube. It's something very similar, but yeah, not something that doesn't appeal to me at all really. The Bodex 16mm camera. Another camera that's made it through. I think we had one in the last review stage as well. We've got a Disney camera available, a Disney 100 camera available at the moment. So I don't know if this has as much of a chance really. Mr. Bean's suitcase, very British this one. Anyone who's familiar with Mr. Bean, I'm pretty sure Mr. Bean's quite well known in the US, but I don't know how much worldwide appeal this one would really have. But anyone who remembers Mr. Bean from the 90s, I think there's been a few films as well. But probably unlikely to get chosen because I think it's very niche. I think from this one, you've got the Lego Godzilla. This has got a good chance. Look, Godzilla's on a bit of a revival at the moment with Godzilla -1 being very popular last year or in 2023. Possible. I don't know. It's maybe something Lego could maybe go for. We got the Sawmill. Quite like the look of this one. That's quite interesting. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. It's something I definitely want. That's quite nice. We got the Science Lab Kit. Again, another science-based set. So this has got every chance of making it in some sort of form. But like the microscope, doesn't do a lot for me personally, if I'm honest. But yeah, as I say, it's a science-based set. Maybe Lego might go for it. We've got a portal set. I think portal sets have been submitted numerous times for this ideas, but never so far been successful. I think the closest we've got to a portal set, I think there was a Lego Dimensions expansion pack a couple of years ago for the video game, if I recall correctly. So maybe the Overpass Park, that's okay. Doesn't do a great deal for me. That doesn't really stand out, if I'm being perfectly honest. We've got the Genshin Impact Lyu Harbour Wharf, obviously based on the video game. I'm not sure this one will get chosen, but quite an interesting design. I do like the little boat, but I'm not playing Genshin Impact, so I have no familiarity to this set, or to this design. The Springfield Elementary, I'd love this to be made, particularly as we've got a Krusty Burger coming out in the summer. This would be absolutely awesome. It may well be that Lego have got the Simpsons license back again, so I don't think this one would be chosen, but I would love it. It looks absolutely outstanding. In fact, that would be a great set. But yeah, I don't think this has much chance. Unfortunately, I think Lego will end up making this themselves. I expect. I think if the Krusty Burger sells pretty well, it's very possible in 2026 if Lego make another Simpsons set, this will be the obvious candidate along with the nuclear power plant. But yeah, very cool design though. I do like that. It's a little bit unfortunate for the designer of this that Lego have got the Simpsons license back. But yeah, that would have been a really good set. The medieval tavern, I'd always go for a medieval set, but I think this will probably have a better chance maybe in the Bricklink program than maybe Ideas. So I don't think this one will get chosen. It does feel more like a Bricklink set, but it'd be nice for a medieval set to make it into the Ideas. Obviously, the Bricklink sets, they are limited in units. So an idea set is obviously would be much easier for people to get hold of. Obviously, medieval blacksmiths been gone for a couple of years now. So yeah, that could be that could be a good candidate. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Again, I think Sherlock Holmes has had quite a few submissions in recent years. Ultimately, not yet been successful. Maybe not. I wouldn't have thought. The Capybara. Yeah, not much. That doesn't really do much for me, to be honest. The Clue, the playable mystery game. So basically Cluedo. Yeah, and doesn't really have much reference for that one for me. The Polar Express, again, another set that's been submitted numerous times, but so far has not been chosen. I don't think this one will be this time either, which is a bit of a shame. It does look awesome. I really would love. I love a Polar Express. It's one of my favourite Christmas films. I think I remember showing this one or something similar in the last review video that I did. So you never know, maybe. Again, the Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere. I think this was in the last review as well. So maybe this one will get another chance of being selected this time round. The Camping Trip. I don't think this one will have much chance, unfortunately, now, particularly as there's a very similar set coming up in the Bricklink program. So I think this one might well miss out, but I still like the look of this one. I think this was in the previous review as well, but you never know. Maybe Lego will double dip with this one, but my gut feeling this won't get chosen. Eras of Taylor Swift. I mean, Taylor Swift sets always seem to get 10,000 votes quite easily, but this one doesn't do much for me. This one, I'm not sure this one will have much chance of being successful either. Next we have a Taskmaster set. That doesn't do much for me at all. This one, I've been perfectly honest. The Polish Falcon Rescue Service, a helicopter. Yeah, a bit minimalist. I'm not sure that's something Lego would go for, if I'm being perfectly honest. Bob's Burgers, another licensed set. Again, I have no reference to this at all, so this one has no appeal to me. I'm not familiar with it at all really. The Lily Pad Frogs, it's quite interesting, quite like that, quite minimalist. I think I prefer the forest animals, but yeah, cool. The PlayStation 2, that'd be quite a cool design. I wouldn't say no to this. It'll go very well with the NES, of course. I think Lego could improve this as well, but yeah, it looks a very good likeness to the PlayStation 2, but whether Lego will go for this, I don't know. We got the Work and Ornate Card Shuffler. This would be absolutely awesome. I don't know how it would work. It obviously requires some sort of motors. I think it would be very expensive for Lego to make this in production, but that'd be quite cool. My wife and I do love our games of cards, so this would be quite handy, but I think this would be quite expensive to make, I don't think, with all the motors and whatnot required, but still a very cool design. And another Jumanji board game. I think Jumanji sets have been submitted a few times, but so far, again, not been chosen. I quite like this. I do like the Jumanji film, although the Robin Williams film, I don't like the remake. I think with Jack Black, but the original is an all-time classic, so I wouldn't say no to that one. That'd be quite a cool design. Moving down, we've got a Modular Archer's Workshop. I think it's another set that was in a review of the previous reviews. Maybe we'll get lucky this time round. We'll have to wait and see. Next, we have the Grinch's House, another IP-based set. Doesn't do much for me. I think I'm not a huge fan of the Grinch, if I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah, quite an interesting design. The Beta Splendens set. I'm not sure if it's based on a license of some kind. Maybe interesting, but doesn't do a great deal for me, this one, if I'm being honest. And that is all 52 sets that are currently under review, so quite a lot to choose from in here for Lego. I don't envy them the task of going through all these. For me personally, the sets I really would like to see most made, the Jumanji would be good. I'm going for my most wanted out of here now, so I'll try and narrow these down to 2 or 3. Maybe the Polar Express, I don't know, the Medieval Tavern and the Springfield Elementary, but that has very little chance. Let's have a look. What else do we have up here? My favourites out of this review stage, obviously the train station, but that won't be chosen. I wouldn't have expected. The woodland wildlife, that would probably, I really would like that. The round ski lodge. Keep going up. The Gravity Falls, no. The bookends, I wouldn't mind that one. So we'll keep going up. The Peter Rabbit, that would be very good. And we keep scrolling up to ones that did catch my eye when I was initially going through it. The Lake House, that would be cool. Yeah, and the Beetlejuice. So yeah, I was going to try and choose 2 or 3, but going through it, there's a lot here that I would like. So there's a little bit of a wait now to see what sets get chosen. I think it'll be in the summer at some point. So I eagerly await Lego's decision. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what gets chosen. So there we go. These are the 52 designs that are currently under review by Lego. So let know in the comments what are your favourite designs in this review stage. Which ones do you hope get selected? Can I please ask you to like? And if you've enjoyed today's video, I'm very grateful if you consider subscribing today. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Thanks very much for watching today.